What up? Good morning, people.
What up?
This is the Vaugiotto broadcast show.
Timpin, Salone. We are coming back at you again, this time 4 undisclosed locations, nowhere near you. It's your host, Wilbur Garcia Juarez. Of course, we got my man, Drew Bisky.
What's up, everybody?
And we also got Q Echelon Carter.
What up? What up?
And we have a special guest today, but I'll hand it over to Drew. I'll let him introduce him. Take it over.
This is a long-time friend, known him since like 4th grade, around 10 years. Since like 10 years old, but a real guy, day one. That's my bro Jacob right here, so he can introduce himself.
How y'all doing, people? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing good? Yeah, I thought so.
Hey, so for those who don't know who Jacob is, tell us who is Jacob.
Jacob is just a young black kid trying to make it, man. You know what I'm saying? Artist, Renaissance man, creator, just like all around, and just just an overall happy person,
That's right.
full of life. I mean, yeah.
Now, I heard you, like, since I've known you since around like 10 years old, I heard you when you were first starting to get into like music and rap. You tell like everybody like how you got into your interest in that?
So I got into rapping. Well, just like to reiterate, like I've always been around music since I was like a little kid, like all the time. Like my mom was a part of this like African like tribal dance group back when I was living in Florida. And she actually sung at Disney World for like quite some time. She was actually part of she was like the Lion King festival, like an Animal Kingdom at Disney World. It was mad cool. One of the strongest voices there, you know what I'm saying? Not to brag or nothing, but you feel me? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And, free tickets to Disney World, you know what I'm saying? Any day of the week, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You get that VIP ticket though? Or just that general pass? Come on now, you got to push a little bit.
No, about the VIP, sir. It's been a while since my mom's a flight attendant now. I mean, just like my you know what I'm saying, like my grandmother's a preacher. She's a singer also. All of like my family could sing. You know what I'm saying? Like if they don't really sing like that, they can sing a little bit. They got the vocals a little bit here and there. You feel me? My uncles and cousins originally started me like going. Like they got me rapping, like really rapping, because it was always like they would always like go on YouTube, like look for beats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Play instrumental on YouTube, and they just start like screaming out rhymes, and I just be like, I don't know how to do this. I'm just looking around like, this is so cool. I wish I could do this. Like, but they all older than me, so I'm just watch. You feel me? And I would just like absorb. You know what I'm saying? And like every day, I'm like, I try, but it just like, dang, I can't do this. And it would just, and then like when I moved to Jersey, like I started to see like a lot of like artists, like people like actually like doing this rap thing, and they're not famous. Like they're trying to be like at that level, and it's like crazy. Like I've never seen nothing like that. Oh snap! What's up, bro? Oh, this is another one of my homies, another one of the fellow actors. Say what's up, dude. Say what's up.
Yo, what up?
What's up?
That's Zay. Say what's up.
What up?
Yeah, what's
What up?
All right.
You talking off camera, but who's your top 5?
My top 5. Dang. All right. It was Wayne was like, so it's Wayne, Andre, Tupac, Biggie, Eazy-E.
All right, hold up. So you grew up in Florida, and then you moved to Jersey.
So I was all right. So let me start over. So I was born in Chicago.
Okay.
Moved to Florida, then moved to Jersey.
Okay.
How much time did you spend in Florida?
I spent at least maybe 5 to 6 years in Florida.
And then you moved to Jersey, and you've been there since.
Yeah.
Do you think that you got influenced at all by Florida rappers? I mean, the initial
Both, bro.
instinct I could get is Kodak Black. Like, I feel like he really does represent a modern take for the newer generation of what a Florida rapper really is. I'm not saying he's the definition, but like I said, he kind of interprets what it was.
I feel you. Yeah.
Do you feel like you kind of got impacted by that, by the Florida?
I wouldn't say Kodak, but I'll say X. More of X, Ski Mask, just a lot like people like from VR. If you ever heard of Raider Clan at all?
Yeah.
As well. Also like inspired by them as well, just because they were very like people like mugs in Florida, bro. Like in Florida, bro, like in the boonies, like in the country, like where mugs don't even wear shoes while walking on the hot ass concrete and shit, bro. Bro, they do not like they crazy, but it's them. You know what I mean? Like it's like when they rap, like they don't cap. Like these mugs will be like, oh yeah, like they'll rap about stabbing a nigga, and they just actually stabbed a nigga like 20 minutes ago, like on some wild shit. But like, I'm not on that shit. You feel me? Like I'm not on that. But like, I like the way that they're just like they're themselves, and they're not like willing to change for nobody. And that's what made X who he is. That's what made Ski who he is. That's what made Kodak Black who he is today. You feel me? And I just kind of like wanted to emulate that because, you know, I'm from two different places. So I'm trying to, you know, mush the two together and kind of just like create my own sound, which is crazy because I'm slowly starting to hear like what I sound like as a rapper, which I would have never thought about maybe like 5 or 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Now, would you say like as you've been starting to rap recently, I think you've been basically rapping for around a year. Would you say you model yourself off of somebody, or is there anybody specifically, like even as besides people from Florida, that you model your rapping off of?
I model my rapping off of. I'll give you a few. Chance the Rapper, Ski Master Slump God, Busta Rhymes, Vic Mensa, if you've ever heard of him. Just like back before he did all that BS, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Before he did all that BS, and I don't know what the fuck he did now. I don't know nothing about that. Him, I also Usher. I also love Usher as well. Also, like, he's not a rapper, but like, I'm a singer as well. I started off singing first, so I have to look up to him as well. Him, Frank Ocean, Kalani. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yeah, it's a lot of people. Like, I have a big list of just people like I want. You feel me? I'm like a melting pot. I'll say, just like I'm a melting pot. Like I like to absorb things, and I just like to, you know, finesse them in my own sort of way, bend them to my will. You feel what I'm saying? Just that,
gotcha.
That thing.
When you say a melting pot, what's the one thing? Like, what's the one song or person that someone would be shocked that you listen to? Like just they wouldn't expect you to listen to.
Rex Orange County or Tame Impala?
Tame Impala. Okay, look at that. I'm surprised by that. Huh?
Yeah, never heard of it.
I like them too.
Tame Impala.
I was like, I'm so confused.
They're dope. Tame Impala's dope.
Tame Impala or like Arctic Monkeys or some shit like that. I can't remember.
Gotcha. Okay.
Something like that. Yeah. And also like 21 Pilots as well.
21 Pilots.
Gotcha.
Yeah, bro, it's some emo shit, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, so being that you're like a up and coming rapper, what's your take on kind of like the new school versus old school like age when it comes to rappers?
Bro, like these old heads need to stop saying, "Oh, this new shit is trash." Stop saying that shit. It's gonna change. Get over it. Okay? We still giving y'all respect. Okay? We still spitting out here. We not just mumblers out here, bro. You gotta give us our respect too. You gotta pay your respect where it's due, man. You feel me? Like I love Rakim, bro. Rakim, Eric B, those my niggas, bro. That's how I really started listening to rap, for real. my niggas, those my guys, bro. But bro, I was a fiend before I became a fiend. I'm about to write a photos that are closed, the ice cream. Like, that shit was hard, bro. I'm telling you, this is hard, bro. But like, yeah.
My fault. Do you think kind of like the old school rappers better, or you think new school rappers better? Why do you think there's a friction? I know you said the old heads need to, kind of stop talking. Why do you think
it's not even that I think nobody's better. I don't think that any genre is better than any genre, because like as people we evolve, we change. You know what I'm saying? We grow facial hair, we do all this other shit, we grow, you feel me? And it's like with rap, it's kind of like a kid maturing. You feel what I'm saying? It's going through different phases and shit like that. Like nobody was screaming on no beats until Lil Jon pulled up. Yeah. Nobody was doing all that. And then you got X like screaming, like
it was really
up his vocal cords. Like, I'm like, damn. And then I didn't even know that it was like a certain way you had to do it so you wouldn't mess up your voice. Like I learned, like, I'm about to sound really stupid, but like I learned how to scream. It was mad weird. It's mad weird. It's like the way, it's like you're manipulating your vocal cords and everything. You feel me? So it's really like, I don't think like back, like just to bring it like full circle, just like I don't think any like age of rap was better than anything. I just feel like it's just evolving. Mm-hmm. It's evolving.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I'm pretty sure it was J. Cole. He was it was J. Cole. He dropped his was it KOD? That was the album, right?
Yeah.
That one got a lot of criticism. He said that that album it flopped. It didn't reach the expectation that he wanted it to. They felt like people didn't give it enough credit. That album,
J. Cole said fuck them niggas.
That song was I mean, the whole album was very well written. Like the storytelling there was fantastic, and they didn't give it enough appreciation. But he did say that that music does change, and you as an artist have to change with it, because the fans that you have right now, like the fans you have growing up, you're always going to have those fans, but you're not going to get any newer ones if you don't change your style of music. You'll always have the diehards, but you won't get any more fans if you don't at least try something new. So like he does change music, his style a little bit to appeal to a different generation. So yeah, so I definitely feel you when you say that. Yeah, definitely music does change, and you got to change with it. You can't be afraid of that.
Yeah. People hate on Drake, bro. People hate on Drake, but that man's a genius. Like, that's the one guy who's been evolving with the times. Like, this man went from I'm so sad to I don't give a fuck about no hoe to I'm gonna make dance music. Huh? Wait, what did this thing? Right foot up, left foot slide. That beat is crazy. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, it's a good song. It's a good song. It kind of grew on me a little bit.
That's pretty good.
You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty good song. You feel me? The production is great and everything. And like another thing that, you know what I'm saying, it's just like it's evolving. You know what I'm saying? And like another thing, like J. Cole probably didn't even care that KOD flopped, because he knows that he will still have a cult following that's still gonna listen to it every single time. Every time. You feel me? That's why Middle Child did so well. Because it was a cult following, and it was other people who was like, hold the fuck up. J. Cole making a hold up. You feel me? And then that's why because the real J. Cole fans be like, oh yeah, Middle Child wasn't even his best song, and da-da-da-da. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, people like what they like. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And that's why I say the rap game is evolving.
Yeah, I would say J. Cole's really evolved too. Like, even like recently, he's on a song with Young Thug and Travis Scott. I feel like now he's kind of accepting in the new culture, like kind of like learning to like adapt to it.
Kendrick probably did it. Kendrick is the one dude who could be like, nah, I'm good, and still be fine. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you like put him on, like you can put this man on anything and he'll find a way. Like New Freezer, bro. Come on, I ain't never hear Kendrick sound like that, bro. And he iced that verse. Bro, I think low-key kind of carry Rich the Kid on that too. I say, yo, hold on, bro. Wait, don't do that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like J. Cole kind of followed Kendrick's lead because Kendrick was on Goosebumps with Travis Scott. That's when he started like embracing the trap style as well. You feel me? And then J. Cole was like, okay, let me try this.
I feel that. And my fault, didn't mean to cut you off. Just a quick question. Because we brought up Kendrick, how often do you think an artist should release music? Because we haven't heard new music from Kendrick in, I think, somewhere around 3 years, maybe going 4. Like, what do you think is a reasonable amount of time, in your opinion? Like, what do you think would be
In my opinion, bro, your music is your music. You drop it when you want to. That's why I fuck with J. Cole so much, because he dropped Middle Child out of nowhere and it was like, enjoy, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of level I'm trying to be at. Be like, y'all can wait, because in a way, they're learning to appreciate him as an artist more and more every time he drops. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we got something. Okay, cool. We're going to hold this tight. You feel me? But then at the same time, you also, people like Trippie Redd and like the Baby, like to this day are still, you know, just out and out albums after albums after album, which is crazy. Because like I be hearing these rappers in interviews like, yeah, I got like 16,000 songs recorded. Like, how?
Yeah.
16,000 recordings? Damn. Like they be in the studio every day. Like I'm like, yo, you don't take a break and eat a sandwich first? Like chill, like relax. But then at the same time, that's really about to be me. So I mean, I can't really blame him for real. I really can't blame him for real.
Yeah, I feel like now it's kind of changed where people, since especially with streaming, I feel like that changed like the whole game in the industry where like artists is just dropping and dropping and dropping. Where like in terms of like before it used to be like an event where like an album came out, you really had to really plan it out, take years and years. So I've been seeing too, like I've listened like to a lot of like old songs, like a couple of weeks, and like you realize like how many classics there are, and I feel like in between like different albums, you might not heard from that person for like 2 or 3 years. They're just really working on their craft. Whereas like now they're just dropping constantly. I feel like that kind of complains like how the way music is today. I feel like it doesn't stick as much. Like you might listen to a song like a week or two, maybe even a month, but like years from now, it might not hold like the same weight as it used to like back then.
Right. I agree. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like songs like Break Your Neck hit different now. Telling you, it hit different. You feel me? Like a song by Lil Baby, like which you gonna choose? You gonna choose a hit song from Lil Baby or a classic Busta Rhymes song? I'm choosing a classic Busta Rhymes song every time, bro. Every time. If it was up to me, bro, Break Your Neck.
I would too.
Every single time, bro. Every single time. I'm telling you, I'm picking that. Like I know Q would. You definitely would.
Something like that. Hey, Trubisky brought up streaming, so like being a up and coming artist, what's your views on streaming, like the payouts, stuff like that?
Streaming payouts, bro. That's like the future, bro. That is the future, bro. Streaming, bro. Cause like, look at this shit, bro. Quarantine, bro. Like, people doing live streams and like, bro, like I've been hearing like ideas of like people like paying to get into a live stream to see a live show. You feel what I'm saying? Like the show will be live and you have to pay to get in, like on some cable type shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's just like crazy. Yeah, and it's like, what? Like pay-per-view for artists? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like UFC's doing it, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? WWE's doing it, you know what I'm saying? Why can't artists do it as well? You know? Streaming does help a lot though, just like with numbers and everything, you feel me? Like, but streaming really isn't everything. I feel like the connection to your fans is definitely way more important than streaming in general.
What's your views on like record deals and record contracts?
Honestly, bro, like I'll get signed. I want to get signed to like a label, and then because what a lot of rappers are doing is they're holding back their best shit for when they get out of the contract. That's what Frank Ocean did at least.
Mm-hmm.
This man, I think Finesse, I think Interscope, I think like out of like 10 million, maybe $11 million. Like I think he dropped like an EP and it was like technically counted like as a project and he knew it was gonna do well. Then he dropped Channel Orange right after he got out of the contract and made like millions of dollars. Like off of streams alone and owned all the rights to his music. Same thing. And then there's another guy named NLE Choppa. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably know of him. You know, he didn't sign to anybody at all. Shotta Flow did crazy. I think it's double platinum right now. Shotta Flow is double platinum right now. So he's still making bread off that. And I think he signed to like a record, like an internet record label, like United or something like that. I think it's like, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like something like that. But I mean, like labels can help you, but if you know you can make it, if you're confident enough that you can make it on your own, then make it on your own. Honestly, it's like it's anybody's choice. I mean, I would like to get signed, but then at the same time, I've been seeing a lot of people getting messed up by labels. So it's kind of got me like, should I get signed? You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a I forgot, I'm pretty sure it was Reason from TDE, Top Dawg Entertainment. He was going live with another TDE artist, and he was sampling, or not sampling, he was just playing a couple of his songs. And there was one lyric that he said, not exactly, like don't quote me exactly, but it was somewhere along the lines of, I dreamt of signing that dotted line, now I can't drop a song on Spotify. Like he makes the music, but because of his contract, it holds him back. So he can't, like as much as he wants to, legally, he's not allowed to. So he wants to give music to his fans. He just can't.
Word. There's a lot of artists who went through that. Uzi went through that. Megan Thee Stallion went through that as well. Designer also got fucked up by good music as well.
True.
Designer got fucked up by.
I heard Designer's got some.
Designer was supposed to be huge, bro.
Yeah.
He was after Panda. He was supposed to keep going up. He was supposed to be as big as Lil Baby right now.
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Essentially, yeah. He definitely could. He was on track for it. Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Panda did crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Like I didn't even expect Panda to even blow up like that, but it did. It just creeped up on us. We was like, whoa, who this? You know, like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like a lot of potential just getting wasted by these labels, man. That's why I like Chance, because Kanye was tight when he told him he wasn't gonna sign with him. Kanye was tight, and he knew it. And Chance knew. He was like, yeah, you tight, but you respect me though. And he was like, yeah, I'm respect. You feel me? And that's why they make songs together now. That's why he's still producing for him now, because he respects him. He's like, you know what? I'm tight that you're not gonna sign with me, but I'm gonna help you blow up even more. And now they're cool. Yeah. You know, and it's just like, I want to be able to like have that respect in the game and not be signed, or be signed and also have that respect, or like just have a really good relationship with my label where I can still drop when I want to and everything, and just, you know, read the contracts, like read the fine. Guys, if you are signing contracts, read the fine print. That's where they fuck you up. You gotta read that.
Say it again. Say it 2 more times for him, bro.
Read the fine print. That's gonna fuck. Like, that's how they fuck you up. Read the fine print. Read everything, and the little like shit on the side. Read that as well. That's where they're gonna fuck you up. You gotta read that, and that's when you gotta see if you making the right decision or not.
Well, right now you're not signed to anybody at the moment. Thank God you're not under any contracts whatsoever. But we know you got fans out there. We know you want to show love to the fans. And I was hoping maybe you could show a little love to our fans. I know they'd love to hear some music from you. Maybe do a little live performance real quick, just to give the people a taste of what's coming or what you made. Yeah.
Sure. This is something I wrote. This hasn't been released yet. You feel me? So
you got to introduce it, bro. Talk it up, bro.
The song is called "Flow to Tomorrow." It's kind of just like reminiscent to like all the things that like I've seen over the years, and I've experienced, and just like talking about life in general. And it may just seem like I'm chatting bullshit, but if you listen to the lyrics, you'll understand, oh, that shit was real. Like he actually like went through that. All right, look. Coming in, fresh face to the function. Shit too easy, like I'm feasting in a luncheon. Yeah, burning through verses, nigga need something. Yeah, guess I gotta keep the homie guessing. Yeah, my uncle keep the pack, they'll catch you lacking. Used to sing back then, and now I'm rapping. These pajamas be silky, baby, not satin. Puzzle piece, yattered over my right leg. Shout out mama for making college an option. In the studio, don't know the work that I'm putting in. Footsteps in the dark, I'm stepping closer to the light. I'ma keep in mind, it's in hindsight, young boy. Gotta fight, stay golden, too shiny. Yeah, I'm rocking Ray-Bans. My diamonds in the sunlight, you gonna need a pair of Ray-Bans. You want a verse from me? That's gonna be about 3 bands. Take it from my brothers and take it from my fans. And if you complain, just sit back, relax. Roll with the punches and then flow into the next day. Yeah.
Want a verse? That's 3 bands, bro. That's 3 bands.
Yeah, talk
That's
that.
3 bands, man.
Sir.
You want a verse? That's 3 bands, man.
Let's go.
What's up, player?
I feel that. Yo, thank you for that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for letting me, spit that.
We'll be right back after this short message.
It's your boy, Jacob, a.k.a. MAAL, and you're watching Timpin Salone with Drew and the rest of the gang. You know what I'm saying? You can find me on Instagram at MAAL, M_A_A_L, 3 underscores after that. You can find me on SoundCloud at MAAL, all caps, MAAL, all caps.
So Jacob, you were telling me before that you're gonna be in an anime show, so you can I guess you don't have to get too much into it.
So it's it's a cartoon show, just based off of just colored kids. You know what I'm saying? Not even colored kids, just brown people, black people in the urban community, just becoming artists, trying, doing other things, just stuff you wouldn't hear about, hairdressers and barbers, comedians, you feel me, and rappers, and it's just and it's based in Jersey. It's based in Jersey. So there'll be a lot of you know what I'm saying, there'll be a lot of, Jersey-esque in there. And I can't really say no names, but there's about to be a lot of big names in the show. Say no names right now, but just stay tuned, man. I'll let y'all know. This is the clothing line. You know what I'm saying? Ray Hutch. You can see that. You feel me?
Okay.
I'll probably see the link for that. But yeah, this the hat. Let me wear this hat right quick.
Yeah, real quick. Just for all our listeners, I'll give you an exclusive. We got something very special for y'all in terms of Vaugiotto echelon. We got some pieces in the works. Fantastic. I know y'all are gonna love these. They're gonna be special, limited edition, of course. They're coming to an episode near you. Don't worry about it. Pre-orders will be available soon for a lot of stuff. I'm telling you, stuff is cooking in the works. So I just want to say that real quick. Of course. Yes, sir. It's one more time. This Vaugiotto echelon. Yeah. So cartoons. I guess animations in general. What role do you feel like cartoons or anime have in hip hop nowadays?
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you serious? They have Simpsons, bro. The Simpsons, bro. The little Bart chain that fucking Gucci Mane had, bro. People be rap. I think somebody people. Cartoons are so prominent, dog. Childish Gambino and Tyler the Creator were in a regular show. They were voice acting in a regular show at some point. Cartoons, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's a big part of the rap community for sure. Mugs be talking about Family Guy. Mugs make references about Family Guy, The Simpsons, Dragon Ball Z, everything, bro. It's so prominent. Are you kidding me? Just like Kung Fu movies.
Yeah.
And Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang made that shit probably a little confident, you know what I'm saying? Just Cartoons is prominent, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and speaking of Childish Gambino, he made that music video. Was it Feels Like Summer? I don't know if you know, right? What's your take on that? How do you feel about that?
It's beautiful. I think it was very beautiful. It was beautifully made. Just like you see a lot of you like, hold up, is that like you start to turn your heads like, oh, is that that's it was real. It was a very chill tune, and like the whole video told a story, and it was animated. I mean, a lot of stuff is getting animated right now. It's like, a lot of like, I feel like the reason why it was animated is because a lot of his watchers are like from our generation. You feel me? Like we grew up on like Rocket Power and Wild Thornberries. I mean, like I'm going like 90s, but I'm gonna start to bring it forward. Like SpongeBob, iCarly, Zoe, just like old shows that me and you fuck with. Proud Family, that should be one that everybody should fuck with.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Proud Family, bro. Proud Family, bro. I don't even want to talk about like Proud Family was so good, bro. It was short-lived. And then like I don't know if y'all know about this one called Fillmore.
I
remember
heard that. It sounds familiar.
It was about like this black dude, and he was like a cop. He was a hall monitor. It was like a hall monitor. It was like Law and Order, but like a kid's version. But it was cool as hell. It was cool as fuck. Like it's just I could talk about black cartoon characters all day, but just like just like cartoons has been like I feel like with that particular video, I feel like he was kind of just reaching out to like the younger generation for sure.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, and I feel like you forgot to mention one of the Boondocks. Come on, I'm pretty sure everybody
forgot the Boondocks.
Bro, I didn't even say the Boondocks because y'all should already know.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
Because y'all already know. Like the Boondocks literally parodies like it literally critiques all the toxic natures of black culture. Like if you realize that shit, like they be this should be funny as hell. Like I'm watching this, I'm like, yo, like this is true as hell.
They really had like the court scenes with R. Kelly and everything. That was cool.
Like, yo, that shit was wild. I say, yo, like, whoa. Relax.
Not only that, they also did a whole, I don't know, like 3-4 episodes on a rapper and how coming out and like
was it Thugalicious? That was Thugalicious.
Yeah, it's true. About coming out in the rap game. Yeah, that's I remember that too. Yeah, and
that shit was hilarious because I think it was it Riley? Riley was starting to wear the girl clothes and shit. I was like, oh, that shit was funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, like just like
you had the handbag, you had the skirt on.
Yeah.
Hey, but switching the tone a little bit, how has the coronavirus kind of affected you and your family, or kind of how you want to, kind of come into the rap game?
It's the best time for me, man. It's the best time, bro. I can't look down on anything right now. I can be, no, can't be like that, bro. Because what are all the rest of the artists doing? They are grinding in the studio right now. So what do you think I'm gonna do? The same thing, bro. Call on my homies. We gonna social distance, bro. When I tell you, bro, I have videos, bro. My man took his mic outside on his porch, and he was recording us in his house, and we were just recording outside with headphones, with the headphones and the mic and everything.
Dedication
outside.
Yes,
bro.
Commitment
I want to blow up, man. I also have a group as well, but I'm not going I'll bring them in another time. But like, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now.
Okay, respect.
Yeah, bro.
Got the hustle on you. I respect that. So what do you think post coronavirus and post kind of this epidemic, where do you plan to be as far as like when it's all over?
Hopefully this cartoon will pop off, you know what I'm saying? The way it's supposed to, and music will follow along as well. Okay. Along with college, obviously. I gotta finish college, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get that degree, gotta bring that degree home before I do anything. Y'all know y'all parents, you better get that degree, you know what I'm saying?
Tell them what you major in and tell them what school you go to.
I go to Montclair State University and I major in theater studies.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I was a theater kid before I got into rap, man.
Hey, real quick. We don't do logos here. Get that LeBron James shit out of here. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that.
What you mean, bro? What you mean?
I'm sorry.
He on it
You don't
too.
like Sprite?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
like
What?
We gotta bleep that out too.
I don't know.
Yeah,
we're bleeping that out. I'm sorry.
Bro, you don't like Sprite? Damn, I can't get no bath. Nah.
You can drink water.
Water? Where I got you?
The thing is, you know what the real problem is? You're not drinking the right Sprite, though. You're not drinking the right one. You got to drink either you got to go with the cherry Sprite or you got to go with the spring mix. I don't know if you ever had that. They had that for a limited time. They had a spring mix Sprite. That was fire.
Drew, you know about that? You the Sprite head.
I don't know. I only had the cherry before. Like I used to have Sprite, but I never had the Sprite mix.
I haven't seen
Sprite
the
cranberry before. Sprite cranberry is fire. I had Sprite cranberry before. That's fire. I had Sprite cranberry.
Let me ask you a question. How did you find out about Timpin Salone?
I like Drew, my boy Drew, my best friend, my homie, my brother. He I think he like posted like a link to a video, and I was like, yo, what the fuck this nigga doing? Clicked on that bitch, and I'm like, watching. I'm like, oh, this what he doing in college? This shit hard. Oh, that's cool as fuck. And I watched like pretty much the whole thing. I was like, damn, this is actually like really entertaining. Y'all funny as hell. Y'all cool. And I texted him. I was like, yo, I watched the video. That shit's clean as hell. He was like, word, thank you, bro. I was like, man, keep doing what you're doing. This shit's hard.
Appreciate it, of course. Appreciate it. Yeah, yes, sir. Get that green can out of here. Pour it in the glass. Pour it in the glass.
Me by my green can, man. No. Cold like the Sprite soda.
Talking about like the climate today, like with the police brutality and how like as up and coming artists, how like you can plan on not necessarily even like incorporating how you maybe want to use your voice in a way.
Well, I did participate in a protest, I think maybe roughly a week ago, and I sung Lift Every Voice and Sing with two other beautiful Black women, just like in front of like 500 people. I think it looked like 500 people. It felt like 500. I was nervous as hell. Like cameras were everywhere. I was like, holy shit, this is great. And then we marched, I think, from like a certain part to like near where I live at. And it was kind of like, it was very just like, bro, like I feel like I'm in the 1950s, 60s all over again. Like, this is crazy. Like I'm watching it, like this is happening in my town as well. And I'm looking at Instagram, I'm looking at the news, and I'm like, the world is going crazy right now. Like it's on fire. It's just, I don't even know how to wrap my head around this. It's just like, I'm mad and confused. A lot of us are, man. Mad and confused. Mad at the fact, just like mad and tired that we just get beat down and thrown in jail for no reason, and confused with the fact that the people who love Black culture, who fuck with us so much, aren't even saying anything. A lot of people showing their true colors right now, man. A lot of people.
You think looting is the answer?
Man, look, man. I remember my mom told me that if you in school and the guy hits you, you tell the teacher. But if you in the street and he hits you, you give him the beats. You feel me? So I feel like it's kind of like, I don't even call it looting. I don't call it rioting. I call it rebelling, bro. It's been a long time coming, dog. We've been going through this shit for too long. Like, we're not starting a race war. We're trying to end one. You feel me?
Mhm.
Just from like, it's just like, did you hear about like one of the cops who killed George Floyd, like got released off like $1
Yeah,
million
there was
bond?
like someone started a GoFundMe. He was able to get like donations, like over like $1 million.
He started it. I
Yeah.
think one of his homies started it, and then like that shit got like millions of dollars, and then he like bought himself out of jail. And I was like, what? Like, how did nobody catch it? Like
that, and even
it's
with
crazy.
the Breonna Taylor incident, it's been like almost like 2 or 3 months, and the cops that still have not gotten arrested.
Yo, my mom,
Laughing at?
I'm sorry, yo. He trying to go out of frame, bro. He was still in the
Sorry, we edit that out, but that ain't really
I'll
been that
rephrase it. I'll rephrase it.
bro. I'm sorry, that was
All
funny.
right, let me get back. All right.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
All right,
I'm
ready?
sorry.
All right,
No, I'm
three.
just. By the way, I'm just giving you a tough time about it. Don't even worry about it. Like honestly, it's honestly, it's not even like that. I'm just messing with you.
Hey, he on it. Hey, he on it. I
I
respect
gotta
that,
restate. I gotta restate. That was bad timing, man.
All
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. And it's like crazy with the Breonna Taylor incident too, how it's been like 2 or 3 months, they still haven't arrested the cops. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
I think it's a combination of like we're in a pandemic too, so I feel like everything we've seen within the last 3 months, whether it's like George Floyd or Ahmaud Arbery or Breonna Taylor, everything was like on like a span of 3 months. Like we're all seeing this like live right in front of our eyes. Like now is like the perfect time to want to change the world.
Right. I agree. I mean, it's just, bro, it's too much right now. It's too much on us. We gotta like, we're hurting, bro. For real. We've been hurting for a long time. I just feel like it's just like we're all so angry and we're kind of like releasing that anger all at once now. And I think, like, wasn't there another thing that happened like not too long ago with this Black Lives Matter movement, and like why it started in the first place? And they were like rioting and looting as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it started like in 2015.
Right, bro. And we doing that all over again, bro. Man, it just doesn't even seem like it's gonna end anytime soon either, bro. For real. Like it may have calmed down, but
as a black man, what do you think that you could do as far as like, from your art or even an animator show you think you could do like to kind of create change if you think you can at all? Or what solutions do you think that could be done to kind of end this pandemic and what's going on in the media?
one word, bro. Education. Gotta educate people on what has been going on for years, bro. Because like you can't blame anybody for not knowing what's going on, but you can educate them. You feel me? You can educate like white people and like the white people who can understand can educate other white people, and that's going to create more allies and more allies and more allies. And then by the time, you know what I'm saying, everybody's with it, you feel me? Then I feel like we'll be fine at that point, but we got to start educating. It can't just be us black people educating white people. But white people who are also educated about this shit should also be educating other people that are not aware of what the fuck is going on as well.
It's a good point.
I mean, you can't punch a white dude in the mouth for not knowing what the heck is going on, bro. He don't know what's going on. You feel me? That's not his fault, you know. But you can talk to him and be like, "Yo, this what's going on right now." And if you don't get it, then you don't get it. That's his fault.
Mm-hmm. I feel like another point too is like depending on how they grow up, because you can see how like systemic racism is passed down. Like you might have a child who might not know anything that they're taught by their parents one way, and that just gets passed down. And if they were in a whole completely different situation, everything would have changed.
Racism is not you're not born like with racism. It's learned, bro. It's taught. Racism is taught, bro. Like as children, like you teaching these kids to hate people that didn't even do anything to them, like at all. For what? It's uncanny, bro. For real. It really it baffles me. It does. It really does baffle me. Like every day, I'm just like, why is this even a thing? Like, why do I have to go? Why do I have to look over my back to go to the Shell gas station to pick up a honey bun in Arizona? Come on, man. It shouldn't even have to be like that. And I look at Montclair, like that don't even happen like that. Like black kids aren't even getting shot down in Montclair, New Jersey like that. But I still got to, which is an issue. It's crazy. I mean, like I know, like Q. I know there's been a few times where you see a cop roll by and you just be like,
Not
For
definitely.
sure.
He's there. He's there.
For sure, man. For
like,
sure.
Yeah,
bro, come on.
Yeah.
I know he gets nervous.
Well, I know you have to. Like you in this too, bro. It's not just us, man. Like y'all like I know, like I just been impatient. Like I've just been waiting for some change, and it just hasn't been happening. And like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I could go about this for hours. I really could. You know, it's been a long time coming. That's how it is. I feel like that's the basis of it.
Shut up. And this probably gonna be before we
The
wrap up.
audacity.
Nah, this may not even be make the film or make the show. But what do y'all think about if y'all have kids? Like what y'all gonna have? Like you have black kids, or even like if you have minority kids, what you gotta go through? Like that's gonna be crazy too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what if y'all don't end up having black kids? So? What
Not
if
even
y'all
matter.
get a different race and then it ends up looking more like the other race?
It still doesn't matter.
You still black,
It don't
bro.
matter, bro.
It's
You
still gonna
black,
be part of
bro.
the family too. So
Can't
it's still
change
black.
black, dog.
Like they say, even like a
But
small
they won't.
percent,
But
might be 1 or
They
2%,
won't get
you're
it though.
still black.
They still might not get the same treatment though if they don't
Sure.
look, if they don't appear.
Biracial mugs have been getting shit for mad long, bro. All the
But I feel
time,
like that.
bro.
I feel like that's within the culture itself, though. I feel like because that's a topic that's been in Hollywood for the longest time. That lighter skin women get roles more than darker skin women, and that's why Black Panther was so big. But that right there is within the culture itself. That's black hating on black. Like all shades of black are beautiful, but people, it's still unfair within itself.
Now,
That's why I brought that up. Like, what if y'all had a kid that?
I agree with you. I hear you. I hear that. But at the same time, bro, you feel me? Like, yes, there are a lot of lighter skinned people getting better roles than people of me and Q's skin tone. You feel me? Me, Drew, sorry.
Yeah.
And
don't leave Drew out of it.
I'm not leaving Drew out. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like,
Yeah.
Drew, know, like, come on.
Yeah.
But I understand that. Like, yes, like, we need to work on our shit as well. Yes, I'm talking to y'all, black people. Come on, y'all. Really? Anyway, moving on. With the biracial thing, bro. Like, I just saw this thing on Instagram where, like, biracial people get it from both sides, dog. Both sides. That is whack, bro. At least I'm getting some type of love from my side. No, biracial kids are getting it from both sides. Like, oh, you're exotic. Makes them sound like a fucking animal, bro. Like, no, they're not a breed of animal. They're humans, just like us, man. It's whack. It's really whack. Like, it's just, it's very stupid. People really be thinking like that. People really think like that. Like, y'all ever heard of like this thing called the brown paper bag rule? You ever heard of that thing? It was like with like fraternities and sororities. So what they would do is, if you wanted to get into a sorority or a fraternity, put a brown paper bag to your face, and if you're darker than the brown paper bag, you can't get into the fraternity or sorority. But if you're the same color as the brown paper bag or lighter than the brown paper bag, you can get into the fraternity or sorority. That's crazy. You never heard of that, did you?
No, so I've never heard of that.
Fucked
Yeah, I
up,
never
right?
heard of that.
That's fucked up. Bro, my friend was like, yo, that's just whack, bro. Like, it is. It's whack. It's whack, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's like I didn't even know about that until my math teacher was like 20, like she was like 24. My 9th grade math teacher told me about that. I was like, what, bro? Like they do this? They did this? Damn. Really? Like our own kind? Wow, that's really ridiculous. You feel me? Like it's not just white people hating on black people hating on black people too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even at that point. That's not just racism; it's self-hate.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
right. Exactly. Exactly. It's just self-hate. Like, I can't even lie, bro. Like, years ago, I wanted my skin to be lighter. When I was young, I wanted my skin to be lighter. I thought it was ugly as hell, bro. Come on now. Look at me, man. Come on now, man. You feel me? Everybody want a dark skin now. Everybody want a dark skin now. You was calling me burnt biscuit in middle school, but now you want me now? What happened?
Yeah. I feel like part of it too is like how the media, like as you said before, like how like in movies, like they prefer a lighter tone person. Like I feel like that and like the industry, like how things are portrayed, how things are celebrated really plays a part in how people can feel. A lot of people a lot of times deal with like different things like depression because of that, because they're pressure, oh, you should be looking like this, oh, you should feel like this, but that's really just, it affects all of us.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, man. It's not progressive. That's one. It's really not. How are you supposed to advance as a human race if y'all hating on each other? That's just it's negative as hell. Like, wow. You feel me? Just that's why I'm not like, oh, like, fuck white people. But then at the same time, fuck white people at the same time, because like, you know, it's like all right, it may sound a little bit confusing, but it's like, all right, let me put it like this, right? Let me put it like this, right?
Yeah.
White people be giving us the stream.
Yeah, just explain it real quick, because Q's face to that. He was like,
this interview about to be crazy.
You could be saying one thing, but it's going to turn out the complete thing.
Yeah, his face was like, what?
What the fuck? Nah, I'm not Uncle Tom, I promise.
Go ahead. Nah, go ahead, Tom. It's a free space. Go ahead, play. Go ahead.
Yeah, look, bro. White people be giving us the streams, right? All the black artists, they be giving us the streams, right? The white people be giving us the streams, right? So it's like, okay, cool. But then at the same time, white cops killing us. So fuck white people. You feel me? It's like, okay, yeah, but then at the same time, nah, fuck y'all. You feel me? It's weird. It's a weird thing. Like I've always been that kid who's always been like, well, like, what's wrong with this and what's wrong with that? Why can't we all just be cool? You feel me? But then at the same time, it's like, nah, I don't want to be cool. Nah, not right now. There is no reason to be cool. I can't be cool with y'all right now. Y'all disrespecting me too much. No?
Yeah.
Bro.
And this is me just being devil's advocate with my media hat on. Do you think it should be
do-rag, not hat?
Do-rag on, play.
Yeah, bro.
Cool, you got the rag on. You don't got the hat on.
So, like, do you think your energy should be more specific to, like, F those white officers instead of the whole race? Or what you think about that?
And there'll be a lot of Karens out here who surfacing the internet right now. They showing their faces. So I can't even, because, like, you see, you fucked me up there. You fucked me up. Because, like, now I can't even, damn. Bro. I try to learn, okay, look, I was taught to, like, try to see the good in people. I was always taught to try to see the good in people. But never to trust anybody. See the good, but never to trust them all the way. You feel me?
Okay.
So it's like, it's hard. It's really hard. Because somebody could be, because like somebody could seem like the most coolest person on earth and then they do that one thing, or they have like this one belief, and it just fucks everything up. It's just, you gotta give them a benefit of the doubt sometimes. Sometimes. I'm not saying all the time, because if you like, yo, fuck white people, then okay, I can't even be mad at that, because at the end of the day, like, they did enslave us for like, I don't know, hella years and kidnapped us. You feel me? So you have, I mean, we got every reason to, but you know, it's hard, you know? It's just like a hard, it's a very uncomfortable topic that people just don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
So me doubling up on this question, this may be like that last question, like the way you view white police officers, what do you think about the white people that view black people in that same energy, in that same manner? I mean, what you think about that?
Fuck them.
Respect.
Fuck them.
Respect.
Fuck you here for? Bye. Bye. You feel me? Fuck them.
Yeah.
In the words of Bernie Mac, fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a lot of it too goes back to like that, like untrust, or like, since this has been going on for like generations and years and centuries, because it kind of got messed up from the beginning. So like from then on, like with history, now everything's all messed up. So like now we got to have those like uncomfortable conversations and really try and get to someone's character in order to like actually really make a change. Because if you think about it, it's basically been messed up from the beginning.
Right.
Good point.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Drew always be hitting me with the facts. Man, this man too smart for me sometimes.